Okay. Okay, guys. Yep, looks like everything's up and running. Let's share this stream link. As you can probably tell from the title of this stream, NOCTIS is playable this final week. The character's actually changed between yesterday and today. I didn't have a chance to play it much yesterday, you know, with work and whatnot, but able to this morning. So just sharing this link again in one of the Facebook groups. There we go. Click, click, click on all that. I've got the stream up. Got the stream up my end. So yeah, as I say, the characters were different yesterday. Garland was playable yesterday, Boy of Light wasn't. Sephiroth was playable yesterday, Cloud wasn't. For all three Final Fantasy 4 characters playable today, and Kuja. Now I really want to play as Kuja, but for the sake of the stream and for my own curiosity, I want to carry on playing as NOCTIS for a bit. I did play as him yesterday and earlier today. I don't like that HP attack, I prefer this top one. Now these characters, you can't play as them during this session, but as they were already set as my allied characters, they're suddenly playable now. I am going to change them though. You know what, let's go Final Fantasy 4. Actually no, Kane's an assassin like NOCTIS, so we'll have Cecil. Okay, yep, let's work with that. We'll just all start easy to begin with. It's a lot easier to show things off alloyed character when it's on easy. Excuse me. I do feel a bit better. I know the last time I streamed I sounded terrible, but I do feel a bit better now. There's only a couple of hours left of the beta. As we know, it does actually turn off. Oh, it does actually turn off now at 2 o'clock. So I should speak a bit about NOCTIS. It feels quite natural playing as him. Whether that's just because Final Fantasy 15 is so recent. Oh, there we go. So his EX skill is the warp, which I suppose isn't a surprise. It's a great way to navigate around the field a bit. Oh, I'm getting fucked up there, something rotten. That was a nice bit of teamwork with the CPU there. Oh, lucky there, nearly got messed up. Oh, there we go. Ah, that was Goldbett's Binding Hold EX skill. I'm supposed to start using some of this barrage to deal some HP damage. Isn't quite what I meant to do, but oh dear me, that's not good. Don't know if you noticed there, a nice little touch. NOCTIS' eyes glow red during the summon animation, that's what happens in Final Fantasy 15. So it's something it's a little added detail, which, truly speaking, isn't necessary, but it's appreciated. Now that it's been noticed. Fuck off, Ultimacia. Oh, perfect. Bit of teamwork and being Cecil there, I do believe. Nicely done all around. So yeah, having this Japanese beta to play with the last 3 weekends has been great. We've had Dissidia in our lives for about 3 weeks, and next Friday, the Western beta starts. I do believe it only lasts a week, from the 12th to the 21st, and then there's about a week and a couple of days until the game comes out then, so well, 9 days to be exact. So we will go a week without being able to play any of this game, but then the full game is out. Shit, should have seen that coming. There you go. I do like to play as the speed characters, the assassin characters. It is all about moving in, attacking, and then moving on to your next target. Just realised actually all the enemies here, I think they're all assassin characters. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stand still. Yeah, there are. We've got NOCTIS, CAPTCHA and Squall, they're all assassin types. Look, that dash attack. Very easy to deal damage with it and then move on to your next victim. Speaking of, oh, I got hit in the back. Someone saved their teammate. No way that was going to hit, but it's stupid me to even try. Okay, let's try some warping. Oh god. Let's attack this. Mainly to stop the enemy from using it. Jesus. There we go. Oh, time for summon. I do think the CPU allies are pretty good as well, actually. I never find myself cursing their name or anything because they've been useless or whatever. In fact, they're arguably better than me in some cases. There we go. Oh, maybe if I'd been a bit. Ah, oh, perfect Golbez. Perfect timing there, Golbez, my friend. If we're in the background. We haven't seen the Armiger yet. Oh, hi. Thanks for turning out. I wanted to start streaming an hour ago, but wasn't ready, wasn't able to. But we've got a good couple of hours to stream here. We'll use NOCTIS for a bit, and then we will change over to CAPTCHA. So I do want to use CAPTCHA a bit. So I do plan on maining him when the game comes out. She literally went wee. Nice work there, Cecil. Another NOCTIS. We fought NOCTIS in the last match as well. Oh. Let's open this thing up. Shit. Fuck it, I'll just attack him. Oh. Fake NOCTIS. That's what I've decided to call him. Bang. Bang. Okay, he's nearly dead. There we go. I love that binding hold. EX skill of Golbez's. Whoa. Do some more damage. Woo! There you go. Where are you going? Summon. Ifalito. Oh, pretty sure that was Chantato there. The only thing you missed is probably me saying hello to you. It seems that's probably the only thing you missed from the sound of it. Good teamwork there, though. I kind of wanted to kill him. There we go. Another victory in the bag. This time next week, obviously we'll have, as I said a moment ago, we'll have the Western beta to play. I don't know how it'll work. I'm guessing it's just the same as this one, the same mode to be available, except it'll all be in English. Do love music from... Whoa, I saw him there, but I thought I was going to get up that wall and avoid his attack before he hit me. That was not to be, unfortunately, but... I'm being ignored. If it's like this beta, then we'll be able to... you can form a team and then fight other formed teams. You can do solo online, which is just a basic mode of the game. Oh, fucking hell. Well, I reckon the modes will be the same. We'll be able to do this rush mode. Oops, I'm pressing entirely the wrong buttons. My defense has been lowered. I'm hoping that we get to use all the characters. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, throughout the 3 weeks of this Japanese beta, you have been able to use all of the launch characters. Because remember, there's the season pass, which is going to have 6 as of yet unidentified characters. Haha. I've been target locked. Time to summon. What I actually like about the upcoming Western beta is that it's just like a week long. Doesn't seem as if there's any time cut-offs. Maybe there will be. Unlike the Japanese one, where as soon as it hits a certain time, you just can't play it anymore, which is a shame. I need to deal some HP damage to someone. Might as well be Garland. Oh no. There we go, now we can kill Jet. Dealing a ridiculous amount of HP damage. So yes, I've noticed in the arcade version and obviously this version, everyone's HP is always at 3500. I wonder what made them choose 3500. I wonder if they based the damage that bravery attacks do on the HP that everyone has, or whether it's the other way around. Whether they chose the damage the bravery attacks did and then decided, oh, we'll give everyone this amount of HP. No idea what any of this is, of course. For Enchanted, we fought Jacked a lot. Oh, surprised that actually hit her. Pleasantly surprised though, of course. Oh, fuck. Back off, Jacked. Oh, I love this music. This is probably my most favourite song on the soundtrack, to be honest. It's the Dissidia theme. Just the main theme of the game. Okay, so it's a third-ish of the Max 999. I see what you mean. So all three characters together have about around 9,999. Okay, that's a good point actually. I should remember everything really is divided by 3 in this game. But no one's HP ever seems to increase. In fact, I'm pretty convinced all bravery attacks and you know whatnot, they all deal exactly the same amount of damage unless you've got a buff, obviously of some kind. There you go, someone. Take that. Take that. Right, let's do the finishing below here. Oh! Accessible? That was a... I think my CPU Cecil was bloody good. He put a lot of effort in. I'm assuming that the allied CPU also increases depending on what rank they are. And the rank of the CPU party members, it just seems to be the same as your offline rank. So Cecil and Goldblers are... yeah, they're silver. Let's end this Cecil cock block. Yeah, he did. I was primed and everything. I was just about to go and think it was the enemy Cecil I was going to target, and then it was just like win, match end. Oh, I think the max player level in the main game is 10. I think. Oh, I should watch out for goblins behind me. There we go. Yeah, you're right. It would make sense for them to improve with us. Or else it would be pretty much impossible to do the higher difficulties. Apart now, targeting. I've talked about targeting in this game and I do find it a bit annoying sometimes. Yeah, well, without other players, yeah. I'm pretty sure this rush mode is like offline only, so they have to get better with you, otherwise you'll never be able to beat the more difficult opponents. But the targeting, apparently there's a way in the arcade game, and it may be in the options on this game, but I don't understand any of them because I'm Japanese, to change from a position targeting system, which is the default, R2 targets the enemy to the right, L2 to the left, and a list, which will literally go up the list as in 4, 5 and 6. If, when I find a way to change that, I will definitely be changing it, because it's a lot. So it would be a lot easier knowing, oh, 4's attacking me, I'm targeted to 6, so I need to go up or down the list once, you know, that would be a lot easier than this positional targeting, because it never seems to target who I want it to. Ah, I got back to the thing then. Yeah, wow, yeah, it is a bit annoying. It would make sense for me to have the list one as default, but nope, seems to be the positional targeting one. That's default. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit useless, but it doesn't seem to work the way it should with me. What move was he using then? He looked like he was using, what's it called? It's called Twin Fang. in the PSP game once he was in I've been cockblocked again. By Cecil again, I think. Fucking hell, this Cecil's good. So yeah, incredibly hyped for this game to come out. I have waited 2 years. I've waited since it came out in arcades. They always did say that a console release wouldn't be considered until at least a year after the arcade release. Came out December 2015. So it has been a good while since we since the arcade came out. You can tell that's his full name as well, isn't it? NOCTIS Lucius Kane or whatever, you can tell. Okay, so now I'm going to choose... I'm actually going to use Goldbez now. I know I just talked about using Cujo in a minute, but let's have the Final Fantasy 14. Let's do it. I'm actually going to edit the title of this as well. Because I can't really have this video be called NOCTIS gameplay now that I've stopped playing as NOCTIS. There we go. Final Fantasy 4 music's playing. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the fact I've got 3. You don't like Kane at all? What's Kane done? What the fuck am I doing? So I'm still playing like as if I'm using a I was still fighting then as if I was using an assassin character. I'm not, I'm using a marksman now, so I need to adjust my play style. Not the HP attack. Trying to remember Goldbez's attacks. I actually think Goldbez was the... Yeah, I think he was the first character I used. I think it was. And then I used Jekt. And found I much prefer the gameplay of the assassin type characters. Because he always betrays peeps without too much explanation, and a lot has to be avoided if he just said his reasons. That's his thing, though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure in Final Fantasy 4 obviously he was Goldbez, wasn't it? Or man, I think it was Goldbez, or it was the actual big bad of Final Fantasy 4 that like controlled him or something, wasn't it? At first. Someone's fucking bound me. Now I'll regret this. Assholes. Back off. Let's do it. Binding cold. Oh, stupid thing to do when I'm surrounded by enemies. But that's me. Yes, victory. Victory for the Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 4 is the only entry in the series that has 3 characters. I prefer the villainous victory fanfare to the normal one. Let's do another bronze. Still need to get used to using Goldbez a bit more, I think. I've also been playing Final Fantasy X recently. By recently I mean like I started playing it again yesterday. It was actually playing the beta that did it. I was listening to the Final Fantasy X music, and it just really made me want to play Final Fantasy X again. So I have. I fucking hate fighting parts. Final Fantasy 7 and 3 had